Good morning and welcome to Ewetopia Farms. Right now, it's trying to melt a little bit. And I don't think the camera will pick it up, but if I'm really quiet in the distance, you can hear all the ice cracking and stuff off the trees. I don't know if you could hear that, but it's kind of a weird sound right now. Anyway, still extremely icy, but it's better with this sand down, but I still have to walk slowly. Someone suggested putting glue on the bottom of my boots and then putting sand on it. And I actually think that's a good idea. So, if we could ever get around to doing that, I might just try that out. Can't hurt. Anyway, let's step into the barn and see what today will bring. Okay, so we're in the pen feeding Jerry. He's almost done now. Whoop. Sorry, Jerry, I dropped your bottle.
No, he doesn't. He knocks it off.
Like you really need any more bottle. I'm going to start cutting Jerry back a bit. Because as you've noticed, was smaller than his sister Jezebel, but now he's pretty much the same size. So he doesn't need any more help. And we're just in here glancing at how the lambs are doing. And the little guys seem to all be doing great. The box is the most popular item with the young lambs. They all seem to gravitate towards that. It's all about being king of the hill. So they're all there. And if they're playing and stuff like that, we don't need to worry about them. And over here we got another one of the little lambs curious about what the dogs are. Going over to see about Katie. It's amazing that a little creature only a couple of days old can recognize that something is different like that and go check out what it is. And someone mentioned that they hadn't known about Suffolks being black and stuff when they're born. But also, she noticed that some of these Suffolk lambs had pink noses as well. Now those guys there have black noses. I'll just look around to see if I can see. All these guys look black right now. But maybe in the jug this one's maybe a little pink, but already it's going black. So even if a Suffolk is born with a pink nose, it very quickly turns black because Suffolks do have black noses. But the lambs can have a pink nose when they're born. And likewise, Dorsets always have pink noses. Dorset with a black nose is not a Dorset. There's got to be something else in there because that's how you tell them apart. So a Dorset will always have a pink nose, a Suffolk will always have a black nose, and a Texel, which is a white sheep like a Dorset, it will always have a black nose. So if the Texel has a pink nose, it's a fault and you couldn't register that. So it's just little color variations that sheep have. Here's a mom, I guess, reminiscing about her young days. She's a little bit on the box. Now it's funny, I didn't have the camera going, but this mom, she has the single female. Yeah, I guess it's Mary. So Mary was fast asleep under the feeder, and this mom was running up and down the pen here, just screaming. She's still banging because she hasn't got it out of her system now. So I had to wake up Mary and put her out in the pen, and then she was happy again because she thought Mary was lost. So that's a good mom. She couldn't find her lamb. And that's why the numbers on the back help. Yeah, Mary was asleep. She didn't hear you bawling. Hi, sweetheart. You're so nice. Hey, buddy. She's laying down right now, but as you can see, she's chewing her cud. She looks 100% better today, so she's good. And I'm going to get her lambs tagged. I don't like to tag them too much after 2 days if possible, because I believe their pain threshold gets higher as they get older. So if you've seen me docking tails and stuff, the lambs don't even seem to flinch when I do it. But if you wait a bit longer, sometimes the lambs will roll around, and not roll around, but you can see that it's a little bit in pain. So I'm going to do these guys. They're 2 days old, and it's time to get them done. So long to focus these days. I guess you can tell what barn we're in. This is the lamb barn.
Is this Dorset?
Yeah, those are. Well, this one is. This is number 5. I don't know who she is. Hi, you're very pretty. You're very pretty, number 4. Very pretty. Look, there's the 44 that wasn't feeling well. Right in the middle next there, he just turned around. And here's the other 44, Fluffy 44. And you see that 44 that wasn't feeling well, we were giving him glycol. And you see he was plugged up because now he's got a poopy bum. The glycol kind of makes him get a little bit of diarrhea and flushes them out. Now he feels fantastic, but he's got a dirty bum. So we're feeding creep again today, filling up the bin for them. It's just above freezing today, so much warmer. So in the wintertime, I do thorough cleanings on the drinkers and stuff when it's warmer, because I don't freeze to death as much. So I've been cleaning drinkers really well today, and I'll do that in all the barns, because the last 2 days I just gave them cursory cleans. And pretty soon we're going to take these moms away from the ewe lambs. Right now they're all weanable, but it helps to dry the ewes up. But the problem is now the ewe lambs can't fit into the creep area, a lot of them. So we're gonna wean them off. We gotta do a lot of moving sheep around in order to do that, because of barn space and stuff. And the reason we've been holding off is because the yard is still very icy, and with sheep having hooves, the hooves are kind of like hockey skates. They have no traction hardly whatsoever on the ice. I mean, they have their little pads, but the sheep don't want to be on the ice, and we don't want them on the ice either, just slipping and falling and breaking a leg. So sometimes weather just holds you up. We're hoping that if this weather stays a little above freezing for the next couple of days before the deep freeze, it will hopefully melt the surface thing, and then we can start moving sheep away. But until then, we're just, you have to be adaptive. Hi, you're a little Dorset. I know you are. You're a little Dorset. And you've got fluffy little ears that point on a slight upwards tilt, which is just what we want in a Dorset lamb, with a pink nose and a square mouth. Yes. And a tufty head. Yes, you guys are looking very pretty. Okay, I'm find the replacement ewe pen. And I haven't seen them for a while, so I'm getting a little bit swarmed. But somebody was asking how Chewy's doing. And here's Chewy right here. Hi, Chewy. Hi. Hi, Chewy. How you doing, Chewy? We were wondering about Chewy. And most people know the story about Chewy. But when Chewy was being born, her mom was in a pen and she was having a difficult birth. Chewy was head first with no legs showing, and we weren't in the barn at the time. So what happened is when the mom was laying down pushing, the guardian dog was licking the lamb and stuff. Normally we don't lamb in pens with the dogs, but we didn't know that her mom was pregnant. She was in the open group, so we weren't prepared for it. And when we came in the barn, we saw that the mother was in labor and the head was out only, so we went to go help her get the lamb out. And unfortunately, with all the dogs licking and probably getting carried away with the blood and stuff, he was not a vicious or aggressive dog, but he had chewed the ears off the lamb's head. So when we pulled Chewy out, she just had 2 little ear holes, but no ears. And we'd never seen that before, and we were really worried. We thought that maybe she'd die. But we put her in the pen with Mom, and she got up and was nursing, and Mom loved her. And then I began, as I saw that Chewy was doing okay, I began to worry about, okay, when she grows older, she's going to have 2 holes in her head. Like, everything's going to fall into those holes. Corn, grain, dirt. Like, how am I going to prevent stuff from going in her ears? But after a few days, Chewy's ears sealed up. The outer edges where the ear was chewed off, they fused and closed up, so nothing can get in her ears. Now, there she is. Nothing. She never missed a beat. She never even went on antibiotics. Like, she was just good. Her ears were not damaged internally, but because her ears are closed over, like, see this, here's a mom here who's very friendly, who I can kind of show you if I can zoom out a little. Hello, sweetheart. This part, like, it kind of closed up like that. So the ear is, hi Cammy, closed up. And so I'm thinking that Chewy's hearing is still there, but it's very muffled. It's like wearing earmuffs. Still there, but maybe we need to talk a little louder to her. There she goes. Oh, I lost her now. She's in the group. But she's doing great. She's never missed a beat. We never did anything special with her, and she's like a La Mancha goat. She has no ears. There she is. Hey, Chewy. Hi, Chewy. This is an Instagram reel we did of Chewy when she was just a few months old. So if you want to hear it with music, you can see it on Instagram under Reels. We did it to the song I Will Survive. But yeah, she never missed a beat. So that's all we have for you today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hope you'll join us again tomorrow on Ewetopia Farms. Thank you.